Average Pat's Movie Reviews.
Hi everyone, Average Pat here to sit to chat today about the movie The Good Liar. This movie stars Dame Helen Mirren and Sir Ian McKellen in the main roles, and the major supporting actor in this one is Russell Tovey as Helen Mirren's character's grandson Stephen. There are other roles. Unfortunately, they're not as big of roles, and the suspense doesn't really focus around them as much. So I don't mean to discredit the people. I don't mean to insult them, but the focus should really be on Dame Helen Mirren and Sir Ian McKellen. To watch these two go head-to-head is a dream come true to some people. To see powerhouses of Hollywood finally be able to go and cast their abilities against somebody else who's just as talented and just as well respected is neat to see. And they don't disappoint in this movie at all. As the movie starts, you see both of them entering information onto a dating website where they agree to finally meet up in person. As they meet in person, you start to realize that Ian McKellen's character may not be exactly who he says he is, as he put on his profile for the dating website that he's not a smoker with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. Stuff along those lines make you kind of question who he is. As the movie moves along, you see that he actually is a con man, is pulling off pretty well orchestrated heist with some partners on some businessmen, and they try to pull a significant heist off on regular schlubs in England, and pull it off for a pretty good amount of money. And you see that this really is the type of person that he is, his character Roy Courtney. He's not a person who's looking for a relationship. He's looking for a new person to rip off and to swindle. And he believes he found in Helen Mirren's character, Betty McLeish. He sets Betty's hopes and desires up by being a sweet person, being gentle, being consummate, being, wanting to help her out, refusing any kind of assistance up front, but secretly hoping that she asks to give him some. He has an alleged bad knee that goes out. She invites him to stay at her place in a spare bedroom because he lives on the third floor of an apartment complex, and the steps are quite debilitating and difficult for him to do with his injured knee. As he goes along, you start to realize that he really is just in this for the money. He's just looking to pull somebody off and to get the money, to pull another heist off. And to see the way his character is trying to flesh this out and his partners are trying to flesh it out, you really start to feel angry towards him because you don't want to see this happen. But you start to realize that he does start to care for Betty as well. And he decides, look, I got to do this. It's the right thing to do. I don't care about her. I'm just going to take all the money and disappear. I want enough to bail and to leave and go everywhere I want and never have to worry about it again. But his heart starts to get in the way. As the movie develops on, you start to wonder if he's going to actually pull it off or not, or if he's going to have a relationship with her. The twist that comes along is so unexpected and so powerful that I will not even attempt to breach it because I don't want to give it away or ruin it at all. It was one that I did not see coming until it was started to be explained on the screen, and then I put two and two together really quickly once I realized once the gist of the twist was there, then I realized it. And it was funny, the person behind me in the theater actually laughed because they saw me actually, there it is, that's the moment. And she commented afterward, you realized it right away, didn't you? I said, well, once that twist came, yeah, I knew it. I put two and two together. And I'm pretty sure it's a good enough twist that it's not disappointing. I know I wasn't. It was a nice and unexpected twist. It was neat to see. The power of their acting in this role is incredible. The two forces of Hollywood that they are, Ian McKellen and Helen Mirren, both have been nominated multiple times. Helen's actually won an Oscar. To see them go head-to-head, despite being what some people would say over the hill and outcast because they're older, sometimes it doesn't matter. And this shows that you could be 40 to 105 or even older. It doesn't matter. If you're a good actor and a good actress, you know how to do it, and you do your job well. And these two hit it out of the park. They do an incredible job. Her grandson Steven's played by Russell Tovey. He has a couple key scenes where he tries to factor in stuff and tries to help prevent his grandmother from being taken advantage of. He appears to see the scam coming from a mile away, but she's not falling for listening to him. She's falling for Ian McKellen's scam. And whether or not it's able to be pulled off, or whether or not it's able to be accomplished, or if he does go through it, or he does find love or romance, I'll leave that up to you guys to decide when you go see the movie. Personally, I think this is one of the best movies I've seen in quite some time. It was a good suspenseful drama. The twist that came was a very good twist. You did not see it coming. It is a little bit heavy on the subject matter, but it was well orchestrated and well delivered. That was not foreseen coming at all. It's one of those good, wow, that was like you walked out of the theater and myself was, and a couple other people were saying to each other, like, man, that came out of nowhere. That was great. And this is the type of movie you want for a good suspenseful drama like this. With the acting and the way it was delivered, the direction, the choreography, the soundtrack was very well done. There's no super special effects. There's no incredible, beautiful, breathtaking cinematography. It's very well done, very well tasteful, very well orchestrated where you don't have any doubts. You don't see things coming, but the more you stop and think, did you see it coming beforehand, you realize you actually may have. And that's what's good. The way it's delivered is in a plainly obvious, but you don't see it obvious manner, which to me makes for a great story. The overall feel for that I have for this movie is easily one of the best ones. I would not be surprised if either of them got nominated for Best Actor and Best Actress. I think they would be deserved. I don't think Ian McKellen's performance in this is enough to overtake Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, my personal opinion, but I do believe it's definitely worthy of a nomination. The suspense, the attitude, the air that they held amongst themselves in the movie, and the overall exceptional performance was neat and awesome to see a head-to-head between the two of them. For my rating, I would give this easily a 4 3/4, 4.75 out of 5. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very well done. I highly recommend people going to see it. The subject matter being a little bit heavier on once the twist is there is why I'm not going to give this a perfect 5. It is a significant one, and it will kind of blindside a little bit, but it's necessary for the story. It's just it kind of took away from it a little bit. Overall, incredibly well done movie. I highly, I can't say it enough. I highly recommend it. If you like good suspenseful dramas with powerful acting, this is definitely the one for you. If you enjoyed this or any of my reviews, please like them on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube page, click that little notification bell. That way it'll notify you every time I put up a new review. I'll be going to see a couple more this week. I know 21 Bridges is coming out soon. I'm going to go see that as well. A review will be posted after that. If you tell your family and friends about this, I would really appreciate any kind of support we can to get this word out and get myself a little bit more well known. Thanks very much. Have yourselves a great night.